Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Joan Winchester, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe. FranServe is the world's largest franchise consulting organization. Our mission, quite simply, is to help change people's lives through franchise ownership. And we do that through an incredible network of franchisors and franchise consultants who help their candidates explore franchise opportunities. Today, I'm super excited to have with us an emerging brand that is just making a name for itself in the industry, and that would be RedKnight, just a true gem of a brand. And Gummy is here with us today for RedKnight. Welcome to FranTastic InSights, Gummy.
Thank you so much.
So Gummy, I'd love if you could share with our audience a little bit about RedKnight, what it does, your role with the company, and what traits make your brand unique.
So we are a marketing firm, but more specifically, we focus heavily on content marketing. So what that means is we basically generate content for clients as part of their overall marketing. And as anybody knows right now, content is king. Between video, between written content, SEO, TikTok, video's taking over. So we've moved heavily into that space. But at the end of the day, the primary focus of our business is to help small business owners increase leads, which ultimately should increase their revenue. So that's what RedKnight is focused on as a business. I founded the company a handful of years ago. It's funny because I always tell people, I have all these experienced business owners around me. And then one day you wake up and you realize you've been in business for 15 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So we are very community focused. I always have been, which is one of the reasons we decided to go the franchising route over anything else, is because we want our franchisees to be heavily community focused as well. So that's one of the things that actually makes us very unique, is the fact that we are a marketing company, but 90% of our clients are probably within a 5 to 8 mile radius of where our office is. So we are really embedded into the community. We build long-term relationships. We are part of the community. We give back to the community. So that is probably what has made us the most unique as far as like a marketing company goes, because most try to get clients on a state or a national level. We do not. We focus locally because there's plenty of business right around the corner if you're willing to be part of the community.
Great point. Great point. So what markets are you looking to reach, Gummy, in your expansion plans?
So right now we have filed the basic FDD, and we added filings for New York and Virginia. So we are really focused on the East Coast more so than the West Coast. We'd love to get a handful of franchisees in the states immediately around us, like New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, Delaware would really be a target for us right now. And one of the reasons is I always said, I want to be able to drive down to a franchisee, help them for the day and be home before bedtime. And that's just part of, I've always been heavily support focused. So I figured when we are first emerging, now that we are starting to franchise, it would make sense to look for franchisees that are relatively close to us, that make it easy for us to support them. Not that being in Texas or, is an issue. We can still support you, but it's always easier when you can meet someone for coffee and sit down and have a talk versus necessarily doing it over the phone or over video. It's different when you're sitting with someone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Gummy, can you share what qualities you look for in a franchise owner?
So based on what I've said previously, one of the key things we focus on is the ability to develop, build, and maintain relationships. That is probably the #1 trait we look for. So I'll give you an example. I just talked to a potential candidate last week, was heavily involved with school boards. She was involved with her Chamber of Commerce, was involved in all kinds of community activities, as well as having been in business previously. And it was really for us an ideal candidate as far as the core things we look for, the ability to build and develop relationships. She set up a toy drive when she was on the PTA. Like, she genuinely cares about the community. She cares about others. And that's something that's deeply embedded into our company and our brand is, if we don't think we can take properly care of you, we won't take you on as a client. So that is something we carry over into the franchising, is that if we don't think we can take care of you, you're probably not the right candidate. But if you can't take care of your clients, you're probably not the right candidate either. So it's just become, it took me a while to figure out that was one of the core things we looked for, was that ability of empathy, caring, and willingness to serve others.
Great point. Thank you for that. So at FranServe, we love franchising, right? What more could be more rewarding than partnering with a group of caring entrepreneurs that want to help change people's lives through franchise ownership? I mean, many people think about being their own boss, where franchising actually makes that possible. So in what ways is RedKnight a stronger choice in franchising than ever?
So I think at the end of the day, it always comes back to the be in business for yourself, not by yourself. Right. And especially with marketing and content marketing nowadays, every high school student thinks they can come out and do the stuff that we do. I talk to a ton of people. They're like, well, yeah, I can do my own article writing. I can do my own social media stuff. And then they get burned, and they get burned bad. Well, the difference between going into business by yourself and for yourself is huge. And I think franchising is really, over the next couple of years, gonna get a drastic increase in exploration from people that really understand that it's not just about being able to close the deal or make the sale. It's about having the support behind you. Right? It's about having access to someone to ask questions. There are so many things that you get with franchising that you do not get when you go out on your own and start something. And I think that's tremendously undervalued overall, is that support network. Because anybody that started a business, we've all had that moment where we came up with what we thought was a brilliant idea, and we had no one to bounce it off of. Right?
Great point.
It's even simple things like that, that as part of a franchise system, you get access to those types of things that your average entrepreneur does not, especially being able to bounce things off of people that are doing the exact same thing you are. So it's not like you even have to talk to someone in a parallel or different industry. You literally get to talk to people that are doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. Great points. And it's easy to see how a caring and smart brand like RedKnight makes it all work for the franchise owner. So what a rewarding role you play, and certainly you make a difference in people's lives. So both for them and their families through RedKnight. So Gummy, thanks again for your FranTastic insight. Any last thoughts or insight before we wrap up?
If you haven't explored franchising and you're listening to this, you absolutely should.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you for that, Gummy. Always a pleasure. And thanks again for participating in our FranTastic insight today.
Thank you.